Wake and bake, rise and grind. Battle rap is life. Battle rap is life. Just let the saga talk, man.
I'm assuming he's not on because I can't find him right now.
I'm gonna
So
let Saga
hold
talk,
on
man.
1 second, guys. I don't know where he's at. Saga, you there? Saga, you there? Apparently he's not. So I'm going to try to get the Saga on the air right now. Let's see if, let me try to get him back.
Yo, yo,
Saga, what's good, my brother?
what's going on, man? How are you, bro?
You know what's crazy? You're gonna live a long time. I was just actually bigging you to fuck up, my nigga. I was like, hey, you know what? The Saga, give us some goddamn respect. You know what I mean? A lot of people sleep on you. I was just talking very highly of you, man. A lot of people, kind of sleep on you, and you've been on a run, and that's kind of where I was trying to go at with this interview. Hold on 1 second. That yeah, Saga. So I was kind of trying to go in. You hear me? My fault, Saga. You there? Brad, you there? So
Yeah.
I was trying basically to let people know like you're on a different level right now. You're on a different tier. What actually motivated you? I know you felt like I told people that you felt like
Yes, please.
you've been doubted. People don't give you the respect that you deserve or whatnot.
Man,
What's motivating
honestly,
you?
man, I think what mattered to me the most was just getting my mind right altogether. I feel like I wasn't in the right headspace in life, so you can kind of feel, where I was off and how I was approaching my raps and everything. So like, it wasn't just like oh, I'm gonna get better at rapping. You know what I mean? Like I just had to come with a new approach to life and just really appreciate the smaller things. And with that came like this new, like renewed focus. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Mm.
like, at the same time, I'm more appreciative of life right now when it comes to the culture and how much I've been slept on over the years. And you know what I mean? Like you get more of the aggressive side now. You get more of the I'm not playing around. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of like that's what kind of like what happened in a nutshell.
I mean, a lot of people were trying to use you as a stepping stone, or maybe not. I mean, I know we've spoken before about certain things that you haven't felt, and kind of felt like, damn, you felt, used in a sense, and I know you've used that as motivation. You've seen some of your peers, your Briss Rothstein, your Chesses, your T Tops, all go to Gnomes and Summer Manises, and you've kind of been on the wayside, not making it. Is that something that's added to your fire?
Yeah, yo, listen, man. A lot of people don't know. You know what I mean? You would know of all people. You know what I'm saying? Like you've seen the come up from the literally the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like since battle rap arena to now. You kind of seen where I had moments where I could have been at the same level as T Top and Briz and all these other people, and then times where I just I didn't hit the mark at the right time. And it's no slack to them. They did exactly what they needed to do. I was a little slow in my progress, but I think that was one of those things. Not being there when the rest of my class kind of just shot up the ranks, that did kind of fuel me in a sense. I'm just like, yo, listen, I hear the talks. I hear how people
The Saga. Let Saga talk.
say things behind my back and how they kind of use me to catapult somebody else, or
My
you know what I
Christian
mean. Like
brother.
even with the most recent matchup, that matchup wasn't set up for me to win. You know what I'm saying?
Can you elaborate on that?
So um, let's just be honest here. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna be like all the way 100, I'm battling a DMV native in the
Yeah.
DMV
Uh huh.
with little time, like my snake battle, with little time to really get material together. Um, I wasn't really set up to win this match. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, though this is the matchup that me and him both wanted, the fans wanted me and him to go at it for a while. The way it was set up, where it was set up, how it got set up, the odds were clearly against me in every way, shape, form possible. Like, but at that point, I'm not complaining. I'm not one. I've never been one in my career to ever complain. So I'm like, all right, this is what it is. All right, we're gonna work through it. I'm gonna show y'all why I deserve to be here, why I've been here, why no matter what, status, wherever you place me at, I will always go down as one of the most consistent on URL. Period.
Now, like you said you were in the. I'm sorry.
Wake and bake, rise and grind. Thank God for waking me up this morning, man.
So yeah, I wanted to interject real quick because I was watching your snake battle and you mentioned a bar, and I think it's like perfect to bring it up now. When you said something along, sorry if I butcher it, you said something along the lines like you watched your stock low so your brother could develop, and more or less pointing to low so.
BR in the building. What up, BR? What's up, boy? My wife serenaded me this morning.
And his stock
New job, word. Salute to you.
rise, while kind of you took a step back, more or less, at least URL rise. Is there anything you kind of wanted to like shed light on that, more or less?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, Norb, like I said before, like Norb's, this is my brother. You know what I mean? Norb's, he's like, I've had heart-to-heart conversation with him. I've shared, how I feel about certain things. And one of the things I did express, and you can let me know if I'm lying, Norbs. One of the things I did express before it happened was, I know this was gonna happen. Before Loso hit URL, I knew what the agenda would be in regards to, I'm gonna start getting booked less. Or I'm going to start getting matchups that hold less relevance while Loso gets the shots he needs. And it's no slack to Loso. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? At the time, when he first was coming up and he did no PG, he deserved that. He had the marketability. He had the power in his hands to do that. But I also understood that at the same time, I'm not really as marketable. You know what I mean? So they were going to push for somebody that works, that could sell tickets, which is awesome. That's cool. But at the same time, I've been around for years. You know what I mean? I didn't really have that same urgency put into my career. So, I'm saying, like, I saw him rise up. And at the same time, I'll never hate or take a situation from my brother. So of course I'm a root for him. But, I always take into consideration how the league chooses to, book this matchup or book me against him, and what looks they decide to give me. I'm like, okay, well, I figure what it is. You know what I mean? I watch my stock drop low, so my brother could.
It's too early, BR. You just got the job, man. Relax. Can't be caught on the phone this early. What you doing over there?
Rise.
What's crazy is I was telling Saga yesterday. Exactly about a year ago, right? I was in Tampa Bay to celebrate my brother John McCoy's surprise birthday party, right? So
shouts to Joe. That's my guy right there.
Jesus, good dude. Happy birthday to him. He just had his birthday. And I secretly met with Loso. A lot of people didn't notice. I never put this out there. A lot of people are like, oh man, you hating on him. I'm like, bro, it's not hate, it's business. And I sat with Loso. It was me and my wife. We were in the pool. So if you guys want to know, like, I'm not that hot, so I had my shirt off in the pool.
Knock it off, Norbs.
And my wife was there. She's hot, I'm not gonna lie. And Loso showed up. And listen, I'm not gonna lie, my wife is way too hot for me. Saga could attest to this. And
you got jealous of Loso. You got jealous of Loso.
I had about an hour conversation with Loso. And in this conversation, I told Loso, I was like, listen, I was basically, we'll come back and I'm bringing him in. I think we're going to bring him on the Survivor Series.
So the last time I used IMDb Pro was actually when I looked up Ray, the director of our movie. I knew that he was a new director, but
something like that. So Loso wanted to know what the game plan was.
Back to back ass.
Nah. So I told him, and when I spoke to Loso, I kind of felt not a hint of arrogance because he's
Have a good day, BR. Check you later, man.
He's very confident, but it comes off arrogant sometimes. And I for some strange reason,
Troy Martin TV in the building. What's going on? Wake and bake. Rise and grind. Battle rap is life. Battle rap is life. What's up, man? Don't forget to thank God for waking you up this morning, man. You didn't wake up yourself. You ain't no God. God woke you up.
I felt like I had to tell him this, and I told him, I said, listen, what makes the saga great, right? And I told this to Saga yesterday, and Saga, to tell you, I told him this last year too. I said, what makes the saga great is that he's been the good guy, the bad guy, the slept on, and not to mention, when he came on, he was the trailblazer. When it wasn't cool to be a Christian battle rapper, he made it acceptable. And I said, he's been through it all, bad guy, good guy. And I said, the difference between everything right now is good for you, everybody loves you. And a year later, it kind of flipped on him now. And it's kind of ironic, me and Saga, I had brought up the Saga yesterday, that now he's looking like, not the villain, but now people are doubting him. Now they're like, oh wait, maybe he's not as good as advertised. What advice would you give Loso at this point? Because this is probably the lowest point he's been in terms of his
Like the video, gang. Like the video.
battle rap career. He's always been, loved and beloved and whatever. And now he's kind of faced the first time adversity. What advice would you give to him?
Man, I would just say these low points really define who you are as a battle rapper, and this goes for anybody. You know what I mean? There's gonna come a time where you're the most loved, but these fans can switch on you at the drop of a dime. So it's like at the same time, they can love you one moment, they can look at Av for a second, right? We saw Av shoot up the ranks so fast, loved, one of the best punchers, and then all of a sudden we had the whole Steel scandal with him, and people started to turn their back on him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, did it take Av away from his initial plan? Like, nah. He powered through it, still gave us great quality content. And that's what's really gonna...
Yeah, you was hosting the battles, right, Troy? Yeah. Salute to you, man. Give us the insight, man. Join the Discord, man. Give us the insight. We had Augustine out there, my man Augustine. He was out there. Yeah, I know you do the PGs. I know.
Separate Loso from any other person. Like, what he does in these moments where he isn't regarded as the favorite anymore will show his character in regards to, wow, you know what? It's not just they love me, so I'm hot. When if they don't, then it's over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one thing I've know if you've been there. Like, I'm up against some of the favorites in my class. You know what I'm saying? I battled T-Top, I battled Chess while at the low of my career. Mm-hmm. And at any point in time, that could have just been the end of it. But what really showed is that the consistency, even after these battles dropping, boom. There
you go, Troy. Hit me up, bro. I know you've been rocking with me for a minute. I've been wanting to talk to you for a second. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up, bro. You do some work. Dig.
I mean, and it don't matter what crew I was in, or it doesn't matter, who I decided to stand beside. It's about what you do in those moments. And I think Loso's going to be fine, though. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like next battle, he's going to get crazy. He's going to go back to, but it just shows how he moves in this moment right now when the odds are stacked against him. It'll show if he's willing to, take the bumps and bruises that come with being on the URL.
I mean, listen,
Yeah. Once you get in my Discord, then we exchange Discords and all that. Yeah. Join the Discord. I ain't even know y'all was in the Discord. Yeah. Facts.
I know he had recently did the bullpen battle, and a lot of people, it seemed like a parade came out to see him lose. And it was just like a fucking huge celebration through the internet. People were like, oh my God, I'm getting phone calls and then and a lot of people expected me to be like good fear, man. I was just like, I don't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? You know, when
And a lot of people are still waiting for Floyd to lose. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
fact,
as great as Floyd is, people still like, oh, this gonna be the one right here. This match right here, we gonna see the great fall.
Mm-hmm.
People was waiting for the Undertaker to fall for years. Like, oh, it's gonna be the year that they end the streak. You know what I mean?
You do know
When we get
wrestling's
that
fake,
good,
by the way. Just want to put that out there.
You said what?
You do know wrestling's fake, by the way, but just want to put that out there.
Okay, but we talking about storylines here, like I said.
We're talking about real victories. You don't win a fake fucking fight, bro. You just don't. We're not gonna talk about that. But come on, man. You're taking away from the point, man. Oh God, I fucking hate wrestling.
Love it. I love wrestling.
Whatever, bro. You're fucking weird. You know, you're saved from porn. You don't watch that shit no more. Whatever. I don't.
Oh no, you didn't, Norm. Don't let him get away with that saga. Do not let him get away with that saga. This nigga Noah's just trying to clown. Oh, you trying to clown? Get him back, saga.
I want to hear it. So ironically,
Don't do it. We gonna have real conversations on this interview. Don't do it.
Ironically,
No, go. Saga, don't let him get away with it.
Don't do it.
ironically, ever since you lost your virginity, and you've been better, and ever since Loso lost his virginity, he's been worse. Why is that? Why is it that you lost your virginity, you've been way better, and Loso lost his virginity, and he lost his? Was it all the backed up sexual tension? Like, I don't understand. What's going on?
First of all, let's make this clear. This man is married, living his best life.
I am married.
That's his life. And I'm pretty sure he lost his virginity way before he even got on his blow.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Apparently, he got married. And he lost his virginity. He said he's working on a baby now. So that's what I said. But he got worse. He's gonna have to deal with that. If he would have stood a virgin, he probably would have been better. You opposite. You had a lot of built up testosterone or whatever, and you let it out, and now you've become a better battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? Is this wrong?
Let me ask you a question, man. It seems like you just lost your virginity recently, and just one shot, one take.
Now the conversation is taking a left turn.
I mean, and all of a sudden you're back to being fat. You got no neck.
Absolutely.
What's going on with you? I remember at one point in time when I first met you. Yeah. You actually had a neck, you had shoulders.
Yeah.
You what I mean? You
marriage.
Fit to XL t-shirts.
Marriage. I'm not gonna lie, marriage. And you know what?
I'm not sure what you mean by what's my Discord tag. If you're asking me what's the name of my group, it's Battle Rap Ranking, I believe.
I've had so much sex in my life, I just decided to quit. I got married not to have sex.
What are we doing here? Let's fast forward this part before I get mad.
Different, like people think. So I'm like 200 easily, but I decided to quit having sex. It's just how it happens. When you're
So you taught the saga to get into this type of talk? We're not doing this.
Change up the style, and that's all. Just like I've been doing, like if it doesn't work, then you get back to the drawing board. That's what I've been doing, like every battle. Mm-hmm. Even with me winning.
Augustine in the building. What's going on? King, Wake and Bake, Rise and Grind, Battle Rapper's Life. Battle Rapper's Life.
The battle, it doesn't change the fact that I'm going back to the drawing board and trying to improve on the performance. I'm trying to improve on the pacing. Mm-hmm. Setting up bars with punching at the same time, not just saving it for the four. You know what I mean? So it's all about just making sure that you make those much needed improvements, period. You know what I mean? So I feel like with Loso sitting back with everything he's dealt with in these past couple of battles and how the fans are kind of, quote unquote, turning their back on him and stuff like that, I feel like this will show Loso that the fans ain't as important as he thought they were in regards to just doing it.
You couldn't get in on that link that I dropped in the YouTube? You couldn't click that link and join?
thing. So now he's gonna go back in there. He's gonna be pissed off. Loso gonna look. Watch next battle. Loso is going to be pissed off, and this is going to be one of the craziest Loso performances you've ever seen.
Okay. And who do you want to see right now? We understand Loso.
What are you, a prophet? Calm down, Saga. We'll see.
Who's gonna do what he does? Well, you know, I know Street Hymns is still a virgin. That's clear as day. He wears a backpack. A Ward is about to lose his virginity. He's about to get married, so he's probably gonna have a slump. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. Well, who are you aiming for right now? No, fuck that. Let's talk about this B-Dot shit. When B-Dot hit the scene, right? Everybody was saying, man, Louis LeBron, the Saga, he's scared. He's scared. I had to come out and defend you 1,000,000 times to the point where people were threatening my life. Is this something that you still? I swear to God, people said I couldn't go to LA after what I said.
Yeah, but listen, you above anybody else should know, because y'all was like, no, he's not battling.
I definitely said no.
So you take, and so you and BC was like, yo, listen, he's not battling you until he takes his PG.
Yeah.
I said, yo, even if he takes one PG, I'll be right after the PG. He's all right, fine.
9921. 9921. You heard.
He has to do the PG first. So when you tell him that, it's like people are like, oh, he's ducking. He's running behind the PG. I've been on battling like for a while now. And that story doesn't change. I mean, he's still dope. I feel like me and him will definitely put on a great matchup. It's just a matter of if he wants to still do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm never running from that battle. If other opportunities come besides that, then dope. That's still something I still want. Me versus B-Dot. Like, we could ask the people, B-Dot, Saga, 20.
Yeah, go ahead and smoke B-Dot.
2019, the out.
The fans was fronting on you earlier. Oh, we don't want to see Saga versus B-Dot. We already seen Loso versus B-Dot. Blah, blah, blah. And I was the only one taking it back. Now, what y'all talking about? These two different rappers. Now, I guarantee the fans change their mind. Oh, yeah, Loso versus B-Dot. Yeah, right. Right, fans. Right. Right.
I want to see that.
I mean, I'm looking at the comments. I just dropped the whole blog. Like a little brief blog on your 5 minutes that says, give the Saga his damn respect. And immediately, within 12 minutes of the interview dropping, it says B-Dot versus Saga. We need that. People want to see it. And not to mention, he's...
Stay in your lane.
Daryl, a tax advisor, is showing Eric his new 365 tax plan. It helps Eric make...
He's kind of been knocked off his high horse a bit with what a lot of people view as his loss to JC. So he kind of leveled him down, and you've leveled up. So you guys are kind of meeting in a way. And this may be the best time. Now, what a lot of people would say is he won't battle you now because he used his angles versus Loso. Do you feel like that'll take away from your battle? Or do you feel like that's actually a legitimate excuse for him not to battle you?
And this is my thing, though. I've been trying to tell people this for the longest time. It's probably somewhere in some interviews in the past. I said, what he does after battling Loso will prove if he is a quote-unquote one-trick pony in regards to just, I can only battle somebody I have an angle on, or if he can stand against somebody knowing that, dang, I already battled a Christian, but, like, there's still a conversation that can be had. Like, I don't even have to touch on anything that Loso spoke on before, and I can still make this a very entertaining matchup, you know. So it's a matter of what he chooses to do with that. Because, like, what I was saying before when I first met him, is like, all right, he's a great rapper, but he tends to battle people who he has an angle against, which makes it, you know what I mean? So since he battled a Christian, does it just become I don't want to battle him because I got everything else I said about Christians already?
Yeah.
You know, if you still want to rap, then we can still rap. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's totally up to him. I feel like that option's been played out on the table. It's there. All he has to do is accept it. If not, then you know, if not, we could do double impact. I know he teamed up with Geechee. You know what I'm saying? So him and Geechee versus me.
All during the day, but I usually get on like in the evening when I get off work, like 4 or 5 o'clock. In and out through my videos. Every time I get off a video, I jump in my Discord. So, you know what I'm saying? And my people just stay in and out of there all the time, dropping stuff. all the time. Join the Discord, man. Join the Discord. We working, man. We working. Battle Rap is Life. We see everything. See everything.
And Loso. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
It makes it a little more difficult.
Why, when you say double impact, it sounds perverted?
What?
It's just weird.
Yo,
son.
you hear your man?
I'm just being honest. When you say certain words, it just sounds perverted. I just think about that guy in the video that says he was addicted to porn. It fucks.
Stop, Norbs. Why you always doing
Man.
that?
Yeah, shut.
You're the holiest Christian I ever met
You're
that day.
trailing.
I'm just,
Put it in the drop your Discord link in the lobby. In the lobby that you're in, drop the Discord link.
I'm just keeping it real. Let me ask you a question. Off topic. Who gets the most play out of the Four Horsemen? It's definitely not. Street Hymns is Answer D, but it's no way. I don't even think he's ever got kissed before. Out of you three.
Alright, man, I'm gonna give y'all one more chance. We're gonna fast forward again.
It's 4 in sync
Good
members.
night.
Somebody got to be Land. So,
Of all of us.
So he's the best
So
looking
he
of
has
the guys.
to be like.
I can shirt off, boy.
Twerk is dang. Who's the leader?
It's Nick Carter, Brian, or AJ. Those will be the three main.
Brian is
The little one.
I feel like Brian's the leader, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thing. So like Brian would be the leader. So Twerk is obviously.
I ain't got enough time in the wake and bake, but when I get off work, I'm gonna try to finish the first one and listen to that second one when I get off, man.
Leader. But then Drugs is like Nick Carter.
What's going on, Chef? How you feeling, homie?
Nick Carter really Drugs stepped up. You took. I would have said Ryder, but I guess you beat him, so okay, you moved Drugs.
Nah, Rada is the little Spanish kid. What's the little
I would have
kid?
AJ. I would have no. That's
Why do you know their names so
I'm
well,
a big
bro?
Backstreet Boy fan. I would have said Drugs
He's a
would have
big
been
fan.
AJ.
He's a
I'm a
big
big. I am really a big fan.
Yeah, nah. Rada's AJ or something like that.
No, Drugs is the bad boy of the group. AJ was the bad guy of the group. Gotta be Drugs. I would say
No, Jack Boy is the bad boy of the group.
no.
Why they keep saying that? Jack Boy just acts wild. Drugs is wild. It's a difference. It's a difference.
Jack Boy's the retarded one, so he would.
Right, you just act crazy. Drugs is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely different. Drugs is beast. But you can tell he's smarter. Nigga Jack Boy just act crazy.
Be like
He just act crazy.
Kev.
That's why he got put on his neck. I mean, that's what None said. None said he got put on his neck.
Kevin was the one who always wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, that's just how I.
Nose is a weirdo in this interview. I ain't say it. JC said it, but no. Norb's always act like this. He tripping.
I feel now. There was supposed to be a Goonies versus what do you guys call it?
Oh yeah, I know where he from. They crazy. All of them niggas out there is crazy in that area where he from.
Four Horsemen, right?
The Four Horsemen.
Is that still possible? Especially with the.
I don't know what they do in the actual streets. But the image of the Goonies, I would say, you know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to stick to the thing.
And bullpen, and then he lost to Chef Dress. Is that still a possibility?
Pretty sure all of them get it popping. Maybe not Ryder, but who knows?
Oh, you're gonna have to beat all of them by yourself. Because Twerk said he would battle you.
Who said who? What?
Twerk said he wanted to battle you at one point.
Yeah, me and Twerk was supposed to battle at band. It was supposed to be me and Snake Eyes. It was supposed to be me and Twerk.
Mm-hmm. They got
I
the
even
short
said
in
that in my
that.
third round. You know what I mean, I always want that smoke when it comes to, like, my thing is obviously IV versus Goonies. We're gonna run that into the ground. We definitely want that to happen. But you know, at the same time, I have my own personal agenda in regards to I want to fight for the actually the band title. So that means I got to run through Jack. or I have a personal thing where I want to battle Twerk, so that's going to be something I want to do. You know what I mean? But if it's a group effort, then I already got Ryder out here. It would just have to be other matchups because I'm not going to battle Ryder again. He already had his chance, and you know what I'm saying? That's just how that is. But what would be a lineup for y'all? Like, if we
I got a question.
now.
How is Jack the king of band? When did he get that title?
Well, he put that upon. He self-proclaimed.
Okay, that's what
King of
I didn't
band.
know there was.
You know what I'm saying?
Overall.
I think he and because he's the first one to introduce the idea of band, which is cool. But I personally think that I should hold the King of Band title.
Now,
it's not about who did it first, about who did it right.
Would you allow him to battle you with no shirt on the way Steams did? Because I felt really awkward when I watched that.
Nah, because I don't feel.
That's it, Norbs. Wake and bake, rise and grind, battle rap his life. You're trying to get us in Norbs, but you ain't gonna let it happen. Not this morning. You're not gonna kill my vibe. You're not gonna kill my vibe. I gotta go anyway. That's it. I gave you one more chance, Norbs. Stop talking crazy. What's wrong with you? Stop trying to engage Saga into a sexual conversation. Stop being weird. You know the brother struggles. You being a demon right now. Stop. Stop it, Norbs. Join the Discord. Battle Rap is Life. Wake and bake, rise and grind. Get to that money, man. Don't forget to thank God for waking you up, man. You ain't no God. God is real. Peace.